This tape is in two sections of about a half hour each. You will see 274 pictures of old Oak Bluffs, which at one time was part of Edgartown and was incorporated as Cottage City in 1880. In 1907, the name Cottage City was changed to Oak Bluffs. This is the entrance to Oak Bluffs from the wharf. The building at the right was called the Gatehouse. Coming up at the left, you will see the north end of the old Seaview Hotel, destroyed by fire in 1892. Here is the first hotel in Oak Bluffs. This building was moved and replaced by the Seaview Hotel. The Oak Bluffs Wharf. Old Circuit Avenue. The Island House is at the right center. A stable is at the present Island Theater location, and moving across the avenue, the cigar store is now Giordano's. Seaview Avenue looking towards Edgartown. The paddle wheel steamer Gay Head at the Oak Bluffs Wharf. Old Circuit Avenue. The Pawnee House on Circuit Avenue. The Seaview Hotel from the wharf. Here's Oak Bluffs Harbor in the winter. The Oak Bluffs Wharf and the train heading for Edgartown. The Martha's Vineyard Railroad was built in 1874. Oak Bluffs Avenue, about 1920. Notice Bill Ripley's first diner, a small diner, and the roller skating rink directly behind it. Here's Alley Brothers Public Market at Montgomery Square. The Seaview Hotel. This is Commonwealth Square at the rear of the Wesley House. The campgrounds. These houses are on Ocean Avenue. Here is Hartford Park and the bandstand. This man is near the East Chop Lighthouse, looking across Crystal Lake and Vineyard Haven Harbor. The building with the tall stack is the Vineyard Lighting Company plant at the foot of Eastville Avenue. Cutting and storing ice at Crystal Lake about 1920. The Oak Bluffs Wharf. The train arrives from Edgartown. The train departs for Edgartown. Circuit Avenue. The Oakwood house at the right is now the location of Phillips Hardware. At the left, the Metropolitan Hotel was destroyed by fire January 2nd, 1945. From the Wesley House porch. The Highland Beach, now the location of the East Chop Beach Club. A footbridge across Sunset Lake from Ellenwood Heights. Dr. Tucker's cottage at Ocean Park. The Seaview House. The Oak Bluffs Wharf. A stroll through Ocean Park. The State Guard parades up Circuit Avenue around 1915. from Ocean Park. This is the campgrounds. They tent at the campgrounds. The first illumination light at the campgrounds was in 1869. This house was sometimes called the Gloria Swanson House. She was a famous movie picture actress in the old silent movies. The house is on Temahegan Avenue, next to the H.O. Phillips House. That is Vineyard Haven Harbor you are looking at right now. From the Seaview porch, from the wharf before the Tivoli building was built. Under the observation tower on Seaview Avenue. Oak Bluffs bathing beauties. Wow. Here is Circuit Avenue. Notice the trees at the right. The old popcorn store on Circuit Avenue. The Seaview Hotel Music Room. From East Chop, looking towards the Highland House. Oak Bluffs Harbor. At the Highland Wharf. The same location. The Highland Wharf was near the present East Chop Beach Club. When the tabernacle was a tent. President U.S. Grant at Bishop Haven's cottage on the campgrounds in 1874. The Methodist Church on Trinity Circle. A horse car arrives at the campgrounds from the Highland Wharf. They look up School Street and the Oak Bluff Schoolhouse. This is the B.C. Ward family. Watching whaleboat races. The first location of the Flying Horses on the North Bluff in 1874 at the rear of the present Martha's Vineyard National Bank location. From the Wesley House, looking across the harbor. It was called Lake Anthony at this time. The steamer, the Island Home, arrives at Oak Bluffs. This is Seaview Avenue near Woburn Park. The man with the basket was called Blind Nathan. He sold peanuts and popcorn. Back to the campgrounds. The Oak Bluffs Club, corner of Ocean Avenue and Seaview Avenue. Here we are raising the Attleboro House on Lake Avenue to a two-story building. The wharf. The train waits for passengers. Here is the old organ grinder. This is Montgomery Square. One entrance is through the arcade building on Circuit Avenue. The Beatrice House, formerly the Central House in Montgomery Square. The observation tower on Seaview Avenue. From Ocean Avenue, along the boardwalk looking north. The Central House, the arcade building, is in the background. The campgrounds, on the right you can see a frame for a tent. Jerry Barmakian and his Boston house on Circuit Avenue. The Island House, and across the harbor is the Highland House. And coming up at the right is the first location of the Flying Horses in 1884. You can see by the sign on the building that they have always been called the Flying Horses. From the Seaview Hotel, looking west on Oak Bluffs Avenue, the harbor is at the right, Circuit Avenue swings around at the left, and the triangle is the present location of the Flying Horses.
might pull ahead and meet me at the bridge show and be out in the truck ready. Boy on bicycle. Come on. Thank you very much.
Near the East Chop Lighthouse. These bathers are off of Seaview Avenue. This is Lover's Rock, which was completely covered when the beach was filled in near the present Seaview. Seaview Hotel. From Ellenwood Heights, looking across Sunset Lake. Notice the train tracks at the left. At this time, there were only tents on the campgrounds. W.D. Harding's Circuit Avenue Clothing and Shoes, run by his son-in-law, Clayton Hoyle. The locomotive active at the entrance from the wharf. Seaview Avenue, and you'll see some old high-wheeled bicycles laying up against the telephone pole. This is Montgomery Square. The roller skating rink destroyed by fire in 1892. The building was described as being Queen Anne style. Inside walls were painted salmon color with blue trim, arches of cobalt blue, and supporting columns of light and dark vermilion. Decorations included many banners, 1,500 expensive new-style foreign lanterns, and various other elaborate details. Exterior of the building was in olive in color, with trims of 2 shades of red. It was in this rink that vacationers went round and round to the music of Nearer, My God, to Thee, to the astonishment of some unprepared visitors. The ruins of the skating rink after the 1892 fire. These children are looking across Lake Anthony, which is now Oak Bluffs Harbor. They are looking at the Seaview Hotel from near the present Our Market location. Here is Mr. DiCarlo, the scissor grinder, a familiar figure in town. The Highland House on the north side of the harbor. Inside of the tented tabernacle. The preacher's stand can also be seen. Watching the races off of the wharf. From the north bluff, looking southeast towards the wharf. Coming up at the right, you will see the gatehouse. This is the interior of one of the campground tents. Hunter, the rabbit, and the dog can be seen on Gene Baird's house on Commonwealth Avenue. Here is Mike Keegan's Pastime Theater on Circuit Avenue Extension. A Curtiss seaplane in the harbor in 1919. This was a pusher type plane. The propeller is behind the wings. Here is Wiggy's Pond. Fraser House on 4th Street off of Trinity Circle. The Wigwam Store on Circuit Avenue. Here is Circuit Avenue once more. The area between the harbor and Sunset Lake was called Crossing Over the Jordan. Monument Square, now Farland Square. This is Circuit Avenue. Once more, Circuit Avenue. Here is the boardwalk. The ruins of the skating rink in 1892. Back to Circuit Ave. Skating rink again. Here is all that remains of the old Seaview Hotel, which was destroyed by fire in 1892. In the left-hand side is the skating rink again. This is the Seaview, old Seaview Hotel near Woburn Park. Here is Lover's Rock. Pearson's Drugstore was at the entrance to the arcade. A rope court off of Dukes County Avenue on the campground. It was similar to croquet, played with mallets, short-handled mallets on a clay court. Now we're back to Circuit Avenue again. Clinton Avenue. This building was on New York Wharf at the foot of New York Avenue at the start of Highland Drive. This is Rudolphus Crocker and Friends in a late model car. From the wharf. The Central House on Montgomery Square. Same two children that you just saw. All of the hotels had a porter and his cart. They met all of the steamers at the wharf. Here's the old Tivoli building. The town office is at this spot now. The Tivoli Girl, a waltz song by Will Hardy. It was featured every night at the ballroom. And coming up, you will see the old Tivoli Band. Mr. Hardy is right directly behind the bass drum. The interior of the Tivoli Ballroom. A water spout off of Ocean Park in 1896. From Ocean Park looking north. Here's the Pawnee House. 3 upper stories were removed. Here's the Wesley House. The entrance used to be on the Commonwealth Square side. Ready for illumination night. Here's the sea view. The Wesley House. The observation tower on Seaview Avenue. Looking east along the harbor, Wesley House, and in the distance the Seaview Hotel and the skating rink. There is Seaview Avenue looking north. The arcade building on Circuit Avenue. The East Chop Lighthouse. Another view of Dr. Tucker's cottage at Ocean Park. This pump was at the rear of the tabernacle. Here's the central house again. Looking south on the boardwalk. Here are the fashions of the day. The Pawnee House. It had 3 stories at one time. Here's the Island House. It's a 4-story building. From near our market, looking south. The Winifred House. The Onset Cottage. The Providence House. This is Commonwealth Square, directly back of the Wesley House. Before the tabernacle had a permanent covering. Sunset Lake. At the Highland Beach. A jitney in front of the Metropolitan Hotel in 1916. They say it took 2 days for these bathing suits to dry. These girls are looking across New York, Oak Bluffs Harbor. The tent, the center would be about where the our market is now. Here's an early novelty market. We're now looking up Circuit Avenue from about Circuit Avenue Extension. We're now directly back of the Wesley House. Oak Bluffs' first hotel near the wharf. Circuit Avenue. The name Cottage City was changed to Oak Bluffs in 1907. Here's another view of the Seaview Hotel. From the rear of the gatehouse. the Seaview Hotel porch. Here are two hitchhikers en route to Edgartown. Fred James and a friend enjoying a drink on the Tivoli walkway. Don't look like lemonade to me. Hatch Express on Circuit Avenue. Here's Circuit Avenue and the Metropolitan and Pawnee hotels. Roush's Ice Cream was at the right here. And here's the interior of Roush's Ice Cream Parlor. Corner of Park Avenue and Circuit Avenue. Here's a photographer's shop on Circuit Avenue. An early tour bus. Notice the size of the rear wheel by the man standing right next to it. Chesterpiece's bus for Edgartown. It had hard rubber tires. Oh, my aching back. From the present our market location looking east toward the Highland House. We look down Kennebec Avenue. The roller skating rink is in the background. Returning from fishing along the boardwalk. The Baptist Tabernacle at East Chop. Here's a dedication of the Civil War monument on what is now Farland Square. Here's the unveiling. Here stands a Union soldier, presented to the town by a Confederate soldier. This is a horse car ticket. This car is right alongside of Ocean Park. And here's a car entering the campgrounds. Manuel Brown is the driver of this car. Here's a trolley crossing the bridge heading for Oak Bluffs. Frank Corey and Walter Bessie are the crew of this electric car. Along Ocean Avenue. This school was near Tomahawk Corner, the Union Chapel. The gazebo along the boardwalk. This is the boardwalk. Martha's Vineyard's first hospital in 1922. It had 8 beds and 3 private rooms. This theater is now the Island Theater. Circuit Avenue, about 1916. Around 1920, waiting for the boat. Here is Joy's Pier. boardwalk again, popular place. The Baxter House on Circuit Avenue. An early island house. From the wharf, looking toward Monument Square, which is now Farland Square. Bathers at the Highland Beach. The Wesley House Pier from the Wesley House porch. The same pier after the ice had lifted it. Lake Avenue Garage, run by Alpha Leonard. It is now Ben David's. Girdlestone Park. It was near the regional high school, a half-mile track, and it operated in the early 1900s, excuse me. The Arcade Building on Circuit Avenue. The Arcade Building again. The same location in the winter. Here is a novel means of transportation. The old Ocean View. The new Ocean View is at the same location. The bathhouses along Seaview Avenue. Here's parked bicycles, old and new. The east side of the harbor, near Church's Pier. The Highland Beach. This building is now the library. Dudley's on Circuit Avenue. The footbridge across Sunset Lake. 1919, this Curtiss seaplane was taking up people for a ride from Oak Bluffs Harbor. It was a pusher-type plane. And here is the pumping station at the head of the lagoon.